save each Excel worksheet to separate PDF file. So you have separate Excel sheet like pivot table, January, whatever the sheet you have it. So we will save this. For example, this sheet save as a separate PDF file for pivot table. So this whatever the sheet name you have, create a separate file and save as a PDF file. Whatever the name you have. So one thing. So let's see our folder. So here we have this is the macro file, this is the source file, source folder. So in the source folder we have our source data. If we open this source data, we have opened it here. So in the source file we have pivot table based on whatever the report you have. We have some sample thing here, January data, February, March, and monthly sales data. So we will create for this monthly sales this tab data in a separate PDF file. So to create one thing, you remember that you need to set your print area, so that how do you want to see in your PDF file, you need to set print area for each tab in the Excel sheet. For example, here if we show here our print area set like, so all the columns in the same page, but it may go to the rows may go to the second page, but all columns in the same file. Now we close this source file, and this is our macro file. So in the macro file, we open the macro, and in the macro file we need to give source folder path and output folder path, where actually we get the source. So to get the source folder path means that, so this is our source. In this source folder we have the file, the source file. So to get the folder path, select, shift right click, copy as path, and paste here the cell C3. And output folder path means our PDF file will be saved in the output folder. So to get the folder path, do the same thing, select, shift right click, copy as path, and paste in the cell C4. So if we check in the output folder, for example, we have right now our existing output here. You see all the individual PDF file is there. So if we open one file, so the sheet, the pivot table sheet name, the sheet will be separated and saved in a PDF file here. So we close it for the timing and we delete it, because we will generate it. Now how to create the macro from very scratch. We have existing macro in our developer tab, Visual Basic, and if you go to the module and you see our macro is here, we will create this macro from very scratch later of this video. Now come to the macro file and you now hit run macro button. So our all sheets are separated and saved in our output folder. You can open anyone and check. Okay, now we will create our macro with the help of AI. So we need to write a prompt as we describe our process. We just need to mention in our prompt and place it in the Claude AI, and AI will give us the macro. Let's see what is there. So we just say that I want to VB macro Excel export each worksheet in the workbook with the own separate PDF file, and we have a run macro sheet. So where we need to place our cell in the cell C3 the folder path, not any specific file name, the folder path, and C4 output folder path. Yeah, and in the source folder we have a source file xlx. You need to keep this same file as same name, otherwise you need to change your macro. If you change the source file name, you need to change in the macro also, but we keep it as it is. Yeah, so and other instructions are here there. Now I copy this prompt and go to the cloud. I already run this one, but just I run it again for demonstration purpose. I will say give me VBA code here to copy. You see, so okay, this guy giving us the code. Now in the meantime, I close this one. Okay, I keep it for the timing, but I need to open a fresh Excel file and save as macro enable Excel file, because we need to run macro in a macro enable Excel file. Now just save as, select Excel macro enable workbook, go to your folder where you want to save the file. Say I will go on. Okay, this is our file. So here I say macro for example. So as per the instructions, we need to give our sheet name as run macro. You can give another name, but you need to change in this code accordingly. And in the cell C3 and C4, we just I'm just taking the name here and take the source folder path. So this is our source folder path. Just click, shift right click, copy path, save here, and output. We don't have any output. Just select, shift right click, copy as path, and here. Now I close my existing macro. So we have only one Excel file open. Now I go to the cloud. Yeah, the macro is generated. I just copy it and go to the Excel file. Go to the developer tab, Visual Basic, and open in the sheet one and paste it here. Save. Okay, so I want to run the macro from here. I create a shape or icon so that I can assign the macro here. I don't need to go to the developer tab again and again. I say run macro. Now just click on this shape, right click, and assign macro, and okay. Now I am running our macro. So the process done means that each individual Excel file saved as a separate PDF file.